today's video we are trying out e.l.f. highlighters and some bronzers and stuff. So if you want to see what I think of these highlighters and bronzers, keep watching and find out. Smooches! What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, what's up? I'm Jen. Good to meet you. Thank you for joining me. And if you're a returning viewer, what's up? How you been? What's good? Glad you made it back. Anyway, before we get started, I do want to say, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It should be somewhere here on the bottom of my video, throughout the video. So anytime you feel the urge to subscribe, hit the button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you get notified when I am posting, because I do film and post every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. So don't forget to hit the like button at the end so that I know that you like this video and I should keep making more like this. And without further ado, let's move right along into the video. Anyway, today's video is more e.l.f. products. Imagine that. I have already done my basics, foundation, moisturizer, all of that, which I did use e.l.f. products to do such. You can still see the bags under my eyes a little bit because I did use the e.l.f. This is the maximum coverage concealer. And yes, it does a good job of mostly covering. I still think my Shape Tape does more because I do have some serious bags under here, unfortunately. I need Botox. But having said all that, this does cover pretty well, and it does a nice job of highlighting under the eyes. It is pretty thick. I have another video on that, so check out that review. That's for another day. I used my e.l.f. Which one is this? The loose powder, soft luminous powder. This is basically a just a loose powder to set everything. And I used my e.l.f. foundation and the illuminating moisturizer, because I am also reviewing these and doing check-ins. Anyway, without further ado, so today's video is going to be on blush, highlighters, and bronzers. I did open a couple of I've been using the Sun-Kissed Glow bronzer, which is pretty much their lightest bronzer. So I think the next one up, I'm going to try that one as well, but this one's closest to what I need. I may be able to go one step darker for using it for contouring. But anyway, that one's good for a bronzer. So I am going to use that in this so that you get to see it. This is what it looks like and how it comes out. I also want to try this today. I took it out just so I could swatch it, but so you're just seeing the cartridge. But it actually was only $1, and it's a whipped highlighter. So I'm excited to try this finally. I took it out so it would be easier to I didn't want to open it all and have issues getting it out on film. So that's all out and ready. We are also trying this blush and bronzing powder, which is supposedly for contouring kit, which I'm excited about. And then I've got their new 2 of the 3 holographic highlighting duos. So we're going to try these out as well. I'm excited about these. So that's what today's video is on. And without further ado, we'll get started. Alright, so first we're going to take this blush and bronzing powder kit and see what's up with that. So it looks like this, and you open it up, and you've got the little plastic in there. Alright, so here's the blush and bronzer. I'm going to swatch them both first. We're going to do it on my arm here, because I still have swatches on my hand. I'm always swatching something. Alright, so that's the bronzer, obviously, and that's the blush. So I'm curious to see how these work. I am going to contour really, really quickly with my Anastasia Beverly Hills. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, now that that's all done, I contoured my cheeks, my jawline, and I always throw a little bit on the bridge of my nose because that's where I usually get sun-kissed, so I feel like it looks the most natural. I do not cut my nose. I don't feel that I need it. I mean, that's my personal preference. I do not mind my nose because my allergies have been going crazy, so I'm constantly itching it. But anyway, so I'm using my Morphe natural hairbrush. They don't have numbers on them, so I apologize. But anyway, we're gonna try this contour out as well. I'm thinking these two are very much the same. I'm going to put this one next to this one, and we're going to compare. Yeah, honestly, this one that I've been using seems a little bit lighter than the new one, so that's okay. This one has a little bit of a shimmer to it too, if you notice in here. It's a little bit lighter. This is a nice bronzer, but we're going to try the newer one, and it's just a hair darker, a little bit more fallout from this. If you notice, there's more powder fly. I don't know if you see it, but we're going to give her a whirl. Now, when I do my contouring, I just cut it. I do not blend because I blend with this when I do my bronzer. As you see, it all kind of blends out at the same time. So I don't have to go and do it twice. And this is a nice bronzer. I am not mad at it. It looks good. A little bit darker than the other one, which is okay. It's the middle of the road for me then, you know. I was honestly going to pick up the shade darker of the other one, so basically I just did, you know. And we'll blend all this out. Nice. Very nice. So far I'm really happy with the results of this bronzer. Alright, so next let's try a little bit of this blush. I'm using, for this I'll use the Morphe M556 brush. And we're going to use the peach color in this. See how we like it. Honestly, this is very, very close to my skin color, so for the longest time I used to wear simply bronzer as a blush because I liked that color for my blush. Wearing blush with color is a new thing for me, so this kind of gives me that vibe, like that bronzer darker vibe, if you will. So I'm kind of liking it. This is a very subtle color for me, and it just really melts right into my bronzer. So yeah, I like it. It's a little something different when you're not feeling like having a ton of color. All right, so far so good. On the rest, I am going to use a stippling brush. And this is it's a morphing small stippling brush. And I'm going to use my little pan here from Mikasa, and I'm going to put a squirt of this e.l.f. whipped highlighter on it, and we're going to use this as the base. I like to use cream or stick highlighters as a base and then a powder highlight on top to set it, so to speak. Because I always wear two highlighters. It is what it is. Alright, so I'm dipping. I just put a little dab there. I'm just going to kind of dip my brush in and do one of these to kind of get it all out. And then we're just going to place it here with the stippling brush, as you see. And this is actually going on really nicely. It's not moving the product around. As you see, it goes on really nicely though, almost like a powder does. I feel like that guy from PBS with the just a pretty little bush over here, just a happy little bush. I don't know, some of you might know what I'm talking about, but he had the fro. I don't remember what his name was, but he was funny. Alright, so there's that. I'm going to put a little more. I'm liking the way this is going on, though, with the stippling brush. And, again, this stuff was $1. $1! I mean, really. Again, I'm just going to pat it out to diffuse it so I'm not putting a big goop of it on. And just kind of wiggle and stipple it on. And then I like to throw a little up here for some luminosity. The stippling gives you that nice diffused airbrushy kind of feel, so it's not all in one spot. As you see, you get that shine, but without it looking crazy. All right. And then I can take my finger on this and just hit the lip area a little bit. We'll get the rest of that with the clean that. Now we're gonna do the 2 holographic highlighters. Here we go. So 2 of them kind of look similar out of the 3, so I only bothered to get 2 of the 3 because I don't honestly need, you know, more highlighters that look the same. So I got Blue Lagoon and Siren's Call. The other one was Mermaid's Tail, I believe. So this is Siren's Call, and this one's nice because it's got that peach highlight here, which we're going to swatch real quick. And we'll do that one over here. So that's that orangey shade, as you see. And then the one next to it, we'll put here. And it's got that tone to it. Let me hit it again. This is kind of like a goldy kind of color. I don't know. It's just, it's different. I'm not crazy crazy about their powder highlighters. I don't know why. They're very neutral for me. Now, here is Blue Lagoon. Wipe my fingers. So we're going to hit this side first, this whitish side, and we're going to do this one on my hand. All right. Right there. All right. And that's that one. And then we've got this purpley shade next to it. And we're going to hit that one right there. See how very mild these are? I don't know. I'm just not loving these. We are going to go in with a Morphe M510 brush, and I think we're going to do the Blue Lagoon on one side and see what we got. Obviously, it's going to show up more because I threw that cream base down. So that's a good trick to do if you are trying, like if you have something that's more mild and you need to kick it up a notch. You can use a cream highlighter as a base or some sort of cream product to make it stick more, which then it kicks it into high gear, so it's more noticeable, as you see. So, yeah, I mean, it looks a lot better now than it did with the swatches. And let's try this orange one on the other side. Let's see what that one's about. I mean, this one's much more subdued. This one you could get away with, like, I mean, honestly, in general, I just think that the e.l.f. highlighters are much more on the softer side. So these are the kind of highlighters you'd buy for work or, you know, something that you're not trying to glow to the gods, you know, you want a little something, but you're not trying to go crazy. It's more of a natural look. So, and that's it for this video. My final thoughts, you know what, we'll even try this lighter one on down here. See how it stands out. Yeah, I'm more one to like, and we'll do this one on the nose. This is more of that goldy kind of shade. All right. Yeah, they're pretty. They're not my favorite because I like a lot of blinding highlight. But for the average person who doesn't like all of that, they just want a nice, simple glow. I think this is something that anybody could use because, as I said, you can make them softer or you can really kick them into high gear. I like them. You get thumbs up on all of these products. I love this for $1. I mean, again, I really like the stippling it. These are great for even, you can wear them when you don't have makeup on and you just want a little glow and some lip gloss and out the door, you know, you just want to look cute, but you don't want to, you know, go crazy. And yeah, and I liked the blush and the bronzer. These are, again, good for more of a subdued look. It's not something where you're going to have a powerful punch of color because they're not meant to be, as far as I'm concerned. They're much more mild, on the milder side. So yeah, I think everything got a thumbs up as far as I'm concerned. It's just what your preference is, basically. So until the next time, guys, smooches. See you soon.